Let's get scratching.
Hey ho, what do you know? We are back once again. What's going on, guys? We got ourselves Galarian Runerigus, one of my favorite Pokemon from the new generation. This thing is so sick. I love the little ancient Pokemon dragon snake design that's on this thing. I love how it has the whole ground ghost mystique going on. It's got the spirit links going in and out of its corpse or glyphics or whatever. This thing is amazing. I love this Pokemon in the game, and the card version of it is not as strong as I would like it to be, but it's still got a pretty interesting mechanic. Spreading Spite. For each damage counter on this Galarian Runerigus, put 2 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. This attack is very fun to use. It's not like the most consistent attack, but for a single twin energy, you can just spread damage anywhere you like, not just the bench, not the active, but anywhere on your opponent's board. 2 for every damage counter that you have, which is amazing. You pretty much auto win low HP prize decks. Think about like Decigoon, think about Dedenne, think like even like Frostmoth, and you just auto win because you can get like 2 and 3 prize cards off these low HP Pokemon at the same time, and you have a damage cap of 240 with the big charm. If you have 120 damage counters on this thing gets 130 HP, right? You can even do enough damage to KO GX Pokemon on the bench, like Dedenne, Crobat. And you can even 2-tap the active. Obviously, your opponent's going to want to retreat to save their damage active Pokemon, and you can finish them off with the Runerigus. Coming in with a Donphan is going to do that just for us. Donphan can hit the active and also spreads damage to the bench. So ideally, you want 1, 2, 3 Yamask on the bench in the early game. Hit him with Donphan, spread some damage onto the bench, and then you come in with the late game Runerigus to KO any low HP Pokemon that they try to sneak off to the bench, or any Dedennes, or any like support Pokemon on the bench. Really cool synergy here. Support Pokemon, we do have 1 copy of Crobat for consistency's sake. We play the Crobat over the Dedenne to avoid getting great captured, and with a deck like this, you don't want to discard as much. I did add a Oricorio. This isn't the original list I had. I did make some changes. I did add an Oricorio. I did add a second Jynx unfortunately, this Jynx can only move 1 damage counter per turn. And so if you're in trouble and you need like some burst damage, so you weren't able to build enough damage counters on your Runerigus, having 2 Jynx to move 2 damage counters a turn can really make a difference, as opposed to just once per turn. So I'm still experimenting with this. I did go down from 4 Yamask down to 3 Yamask, and I did add in some Great Ball. I went from 3 Dojo to 2 Jojo, and the original list had 3 Swish, so I bumped that up to 4. Shout outs to Dark Fury who made the original list, but I was struggling with it a lot for consistency. I went down from 2 boss to 1 boss, so there's some flex spots in here. The main thing that I added was the Crushing Hammer. Now, the original maker of the list hates Crushing Hammer, but unfortunately, we're playing a single prize deck, and Donphan just doesn't do enough damage. It just doesn't, and so this deck just needed hammers, I found, just to be able to keep up. Because if you play this game, ADP is just all over the ladder, and in order to keep up with Arceus, Dialga, Palkia Tag Team, I just really felt like I needed to add Crushing Hammer to this deck. It does cut down on some of the things, like being able to run 3 Dojo, more Boss, more Ball Search you could do, having an extra Yamask. I even went from 4 Twin to 3 Twin. The main reason why I did the 3 Twin is because you don't really use 3 Yamask in a game. Yamask, Galarian Runerigus is like a cleanup Pokemon after you've damaged everything with Donphan. Then at max, you'll use like 2 Runerigus in a game. One of them's probably going to get bossed up. That's the biggest flaw. you'll build up tons of damage counters with this Pokemon, and then your opponent will just boss it up. But I really felt like this deck needed Crushing Hammers. Otherwise, you just auto lose to ADP. We're three-shotting ADP, even with Dojo, with Donphan. So you just auto lose unless they whiff the Alter Creation for 2 turns. So I really felt like I need the Crushing Hammer. If you don't think so, feel free to cut it out, and then you have 4 more deck spots to put in the deck. But that's just how I feel. But yeah, really cool deck, really fun Pokemon. I love playing this, and you're gonna see me pop off, I'm sure, in some of these games, because I just love spreading Spite as a mechanic. It's so much fun if you can pull it off. And yeah, that's a deck list, man. I love it. Let's get into some games. Try the deck list for yourself. Hope you guys have some fun. And yeah, that's it. Let's get into some games. Fortunately, I might not be able to play this that much because ADP is like everywhere right now. I don't really see any other way I would beat that matchup, to be honest. Snorlax. No switch card though, unfortunately. Not the Runerigus. I don't really need that right now though. I know he plays stadiums, so... Still no switch out, which is a little worrisome. Another Runerigus though. I didn't even get an energy. Is there another card? There has to be, right? Maybe not. Let's see. Pokemon, TCG, move, damage counters. Alright, we need to find a switch card. There's to find one somehow. Yeah, sure. Move 3 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to another of your Pokemon. Shining Legends? Insane. This thing does 180 to me, right? So none of my regular dudes can survive that. I definitely misclicked there. That's sad. I actually think Boss on my Mew might not be correct, considering... I mean, I guess I can Jynx the damage off, but... Eventually, I mean, Jynx can't really keep up with all this damage by itself. I'm gonna go up to 60. So I think I need to move the damage counters off my Jynx, right? Then I put 60 there, and he goes up to 80. So I actually can't do that, so... So if he has Zigzagoon, which he probably does, I'll be in trouble. I haven't seen my ordinary rod yet. I'm already down 3 Marnie in a research. I could lose this. This whole damage your bench thing is like... Because my Jynx is about to get knocked out, and there's nothing I can do about it. Maybe I should have moved the damage off the Jynx. Either way, something was dying this turn. So I probably should have moved the damage off the Jynx, now I think about it. He hit my Runerigus? What did you do that for? Boss isn't very useful in this matchup. I'm gonna get... probably another Jirachi, to be honest with you. Almost wish I could Marnie him, to be honest. I think I'm gonna try and find my ordinary rod. There.
Sacred blade is forever bound to the soul of the hero.
I actually really want to hold this quick ball, but I also feel like I don't really need to draw more cards. Probably not gonna need another Yamask either. We'll just get Mew. And then... so, 1, 2... and then... 3, 4, 5, 6... so I have 8, so I have... 180. It's 160. That should be game, right? I'd say this is a semi-big stream. I just got my hands on a ton of codes and I wanted to open them up on stream. And I have some extra codes as well for anyone in chat that wants some codes, that's all. If I was doing another like big giveaway stream, I would have like announced it, made like a promotional image and all that stuff, but sure. We'll do that. Switch into the Jirachi. Get this. We'll attach. Sure, I'm gonna leave the Marnie on the top of the deck. We'll pass. Shush, it's a big stream. I haven't opened any packs yet. I've just been trying to have lunch. I'm like eating nuggets on mute. And after like this game probably I'll start opening packs. I have 99 unbroken bonds and I want a welder. That's it. Nothing else. Just one time. I want a full art welder.
Open your eyes. Is a sheet of slate. Take it. It will help guide you after your long slumber.
Damn, we actually got a Donphan, but he's gonna Marnie me, right? So guess we'll just pass. I don't know. This is kind of why I wanted to run a copy of Switch, because you just get stuck, you know? I want to find another Yamask. If I can. I probably don't even need a Yamask in this matchup, to be honest. Oh, you know what's actually kind of broken? You can't knock me out with whatchamacallit. Pikarom. If I have a big charm attached to my Donphan, that's kind of insane. Jynx. I don't know, I almost don't want to bench that, you know what I mean? So I feel like I might have to get Mew at some point. I'm just gonna Earthquake.
My heart belongs to me.
Alright, nuggets have been eaten. After this game, we'll open some packs. Let's see if we can find Full Art Welder once and for all. He needs to find a Swell. If he finds Swell here, I might be in trouble. Because I won't be able to knock out his Raichu.
Was that supposed to be a joke? Cause I'm not laughing.
Actually, I have another Donphan on deck. We'll give him Jirachi. Since I have Jirachi in hand, that seems correct. Stamp me to 4. What?
Sora seems. That's why it has to be you.
This got a boss already, right? Yeah. Go ahead and get Runerigus while we're at it. I don't really need anything. That's I have Dojo already. We'll just go into this. Collect another 4 prize cards. Or 2 prize cards, rather. Great Catcher would be good in this deck as well. He really needs to find a Swell. This will leave the Poké-Past on top. Mew is an interesting card in this deck because you want to protect your bench from snipers because you have a ton of low HP Pokemon on your bench, right? But Mew isn't protected, which means Mew will only last 3 turns on the bench because you're gonna KO your own Mew with your Donphans. It's a little awkward. No draw supporter. I'm scared to go down to 3 Marnie in this deck because because this deck doesn't have any, has very low draw support. Scoop up instead of switch. If I played scoop up instead of switch, I would have to cut the Crobat, which wouldn't be a bad idea. Could cut the Crobat and go like Rosa or something. Rosa could be good in this deck. I kind of want to chill right now, and like, but at the same time, how many switch do I have? Do I have 4 switch? I think I have 1, right? Or 3? I forgot. How many switch do I have? Let me check. Why? Because Scoop Up doesn't work on Crobat. So if they boss in my Crobat, I have to attach an energy to it and manually retreat. Or like find my 1 of U-turn board. Speaking of 1 of U-turn board, U-turn board is prized. I have 2 more switch cards. Research seems bad. Yeah, people love to boss trap things in this game. Like, without a shadow of a doubt. That's like their favorite thing they do. Whenever their back is against the wall, they'll like try and boss in my Crobat to buy a turn. So you really want cards in your deck to avoid that from happening, especially if you're playing a like a stall control type deck. That's like all they do. They try and boss in your stuff. Melodic tries to boss trap things a lot. Which is fine. I mean, I could definitely play Scoop Up and no switch. It's just a situation will like 100% come up where they'll try and boss up my Crobat, and then I have to like scramble to get it out. I have to like find one of my switches or 1 of U-turn board or attach manual retreat, which isn't bad. Primal Flygon deck is good in its boss. Yeah, it's very good. I haven't played it yet, but yeah, it seems insane. Like, this format is pretty much all boss, right? It's all boss. That's what people do. Boss is the I'm winning, so I'm gonna win more card. Especially if you're playing like an evolution single prize deck. Okay, so this is the part where I need to dig with all of my might to find one of my 4 crushing hammers. I roll tails. That's bad. Another Phanpy? That's bad. Probably not going to need any more of those. Alright, so I'm probably going to lose again. I don't have enough Rosa or the 2 other Vibravas, but I'm almost there. Probably shouldn't have benched this Phanpy, to be honest. So I probably lose, so I can summon the Runerigus, put 2 counters on this, and then put another whatever counters, 8 counters on something else. Ideally, he retreats into something else that won't die, like the Melodic, I damage this, and then I come in with like a late game Runerigus. We dip now? Alright, peace out, man. So ideally, have a good day, man. Really. I'm glad I could help with some codes, too. And I hope you have a good dinner. I'm getting hungry. You have any codes? I have tons of codes. Leftover, I mean? Yeah, I have tons of codes left over. $2.30? Oh. West Coast shenanigans. Gotcha. I'm hungry. It's 5:30. I'm in Florida. I need to wrestle up some dinner pretty soon. Probably once rush hour ends. I hate like trying to find food and like go out when it's still rush hour. Alright, so he takes 2 prize cards here. So I do 160 of this guy. He goes to 90 HP, and then I hit him with the late game Runerigus and wipe his board. Guess. I think that's correct. So he goes up to 60 and then 80. Can you drop one in chat before I dip? Sure. He bosses in my Runerigus at this point. I probably lose. I'll tune in next time you're on. Alright, sounds good. Sounds good to me, man. I try to play this game every day. I don't stream every day, but I definitely play this game a lot. So there's plenty of opportunities to like come and check things out. I don't know. Does he have the boss or not? A lot of Phanpys. Insane. I still have Ordinary Rod? Nope. Alright, so we're in trouble. So we're probably just gonna lose by default then. I guess. Alright, so what are we gonna do here? So I have 180 damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then like the rest on Dedenne or something. So he needs like energy switch, something. Like he needs something here. I think I threw away my Great Catcher, right? Yeah. Still a boss in the deck though. Needs Saucer Switch, and then he has game. Yeah, I mean, he either has it or he doesn't, so there's no way around it. Needs Saucer Switch. He's already down 2 Energy Switch, so he probably doesn't play another one. He's already down 2 Saucer, and he's already Energy Placed, so he probably doesn't have it. So you could try Boss Trapping me. I should still have 3 switches left in the deck, too. You can Boss Trap my Yamask. Cool! Alright guys, that's going to be it for the games today. I hope you really enjoyed it. This list is amazing. Being able to spreading spite anywhere you want can really just mess up your opponents. And one cool thing is, these are damage counters, not damage, which means there's no way currently for your opponent to stop Runerigus from working, because Mew from Unbroken Bonds doesn't work. Mew from Unbroken Bonds only works for spread damage, not damage counters. Again, I think this deck could use potentially a second Ordinary Rod, maybe like another support poke. The one bad thing about Oricorio, it does let you draw cards, but this deck does really want a full bench. So you really can't afford to bench both Oricorio and Crobat, because then you won't have a backup Donphan, you won't have 2 Runerigus on the bench, and you won't have your Jynx. So typically you want a Donphan in the active, a Donphan on the bench to replace it with 2 Runerigus and like a Jynx is typically what your bench is going to look like in most games. And so using both of these, so if you have trouble benching everything, you could cut the Oricorio for something else, or cut the Crobat for something else. Add in more consistency cards, add in a third dojo. I also added more energy to the list, just because I felt like I was whiffing on energy a lot, the fighting energy. But I'm pretty happy with the 3 twins. I usually don't have too much trouble finding the twins when I need it, because it is kind of a late game card to begin with. So that's gonna be it with the list, guys. Check me out. I do stream Pokemon all the time. Twitch.tv/Melomocha. Feel free to like, subscribe. I'm not gonna be pushing the subscribe thing forever. I'm just trying to get 100 subscribers so I can get my own custom URL. That's the main thing that I want and care about. So I can get youtube.com/Melomocha. Otherwise, feel free to try out the list for yourself. The deck list is gonna be in the description. All my social in the description. Hope you guys have a blessed day. Peace out.